Hi, I'm Justin. I play guitar.
I'm Mikey, I play bass.
I'm Enoch, I'm the lead singer and I do production.
I'm Steven and I play guitar.
And I'm Gerard, I play drums.
And we're FYKE. Thanks for joining us in our interview. This should be fun. Just going to read some questions and we're going to answer them.
Could you please explain about the band name FYKE? Who came up with it and why?
I came up with the name. I came up with my buddy that's no longer in the band, or was actually never really in the band. The meaning of FYKE, it's a giant fishing net meant to capture a lot of fish, some of those big ones. And it has a lot of meaning to us because we want to reach as many people as possible. It's like capturing people, being fishers of men. Next question.
How did you all meet one another and come up with the idea of forming a band? Well, I met Steven less than a year ago. He invited me to do some guest vocals for one of the tracks. It's like a love story, we just hit it off.
I don't know who these people are actually. Yeah. We were put together by
Gerard was
an unseen force.
Gerard was playing pots and pans on the side of the street.
Foreign exchange student.
Yeah, I was in class and then Enoch hit me up. I mean, Mikey hit me up.
He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Me, Steve, and Justin, we've known each other since we were pretty young, and we used to play in other bands. And so I used to play in a band called Burning Tree Project, and then Steve was in that band with me. And then we used to play with his band called Blooddside, and then they changed their name to Beverly. We wanted to do music. We wanted to do music to reach out to people, like I said. So I got together with my buddy Steve. Steve brought in Mikey. Mikey brought in Gerard. And
the rest is history.
I just showed up one day.
And he just showed up one day to work.
The
rest is history. What's that next question?
Number 4.
What inspires a band in terms of music? What is the songwriting process in the band?
Our music is inspired by strong social issues. I think it's like really important that that we talk about things that need to be talked about. So that's why we have songs like Insecure, songs like Human. I feel like a lot of the music that's out today is it's about girls and drinking and partying, and music is one of those platforms that I feel like it's like this universal mic, right, where people get to listen to it. And I think that it really matters what you're saying. And we've all been in other bands and we've all played different types of music. And I think with FYKE, we wanted it to be different. We wanted to address these things. We wanted to talk about like the darker aspects of our lives. Usually I come up with a very basic skeleton. That skeleton could be inspired by anything, whether Steve or Justin writes a guitar hook, or it could be some melody that stuck in my head, or it could be a little riff that come up on the keyboard. But usually I put a skeleton together, and after that we just start bringing the parts in, and it's like a puzzle.
Number 5.
Tell us more about FYKE music styles. If you chose 3 words to explain the band's music, what would that be? And what is the musical goal for the band?
3 words.
Steve?
3 words?
3 words.
To describe
words.
the band's style or the band?
I'll say
Hard rock
one word that we're inspiring, or that FYKE's inspiring.
Oh, that's 1.
Passionate.
Passionate, that's 2.
Passionate.
Emotional.
What is the musical goal for the band? Just to reach as many people as we can, create awareness.
5.8 million.
5.8. We want to reach 5.8 million people. I'll tell you about that story another day. But that's our goal, reach 5.8 million people. I'll just read the next one. The band's previous music includes rock and EDM sounds together. Is there any other genre you would like to try mixing with rock?
Ooh.
I think naturally we just write what we write. I mean, it's not like genre specific.
They were pretty open-minded in terms of what we're doing.
We never say like, hey, let's do a rock song today, or let's do an EDM song.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we just write what we feel, and it comes out how it comes out. And if that's like rock or hardcore or pop, like it is what it is. Cool. Next question.
What are your most favorite songs you've ever made, and why?
I'd probably say Insecure.
I really like Insecure.
Why?
Because it's such an inspiring song. Like everyone that listens to Insecure, like they know straight away like that's the message. And that's exactly kind of like what I want to portray in the band. Like I want to give people hope. And I think that song is like a really a really good thing that we should shoot for as far as like messages.
Wow. By the way, we were doing like these video intros earlier for radio stations and things, and Gerard couldn't get any of his lines correct. And this dude just laid it out right now.
Yeah.
Give it up for Gerard. So Steve's insecure as well. What about you?
I actually like favorite mistake because I guess I interpreted it differently than what Enoch actually had stated what it was about. So it was kind of even more personal for me than what the song was, and I think it just open to interpretation. And that's how music is for individuals.
Mine's probably Insecure too. I mean, no one's perfect. Like even for me, there's like a lot of stuff that I'm dealing with. Insecurities like within myself. So it's cool to see a song that inspires people as well. Like people commenting saying like, "Wow, that's amazing," and like you guys make me feel like comfortable in my own skin now. I think that's the reason why. Just the way that song impacted people's lives.
So for me, it's a little bit difficult because I wrote all the lyrics for all the songs, and I'm emotionally connected to all of these. And so, Insecure obviously had a great impact on me, and I don't want to be left out here because everybody likes Insecure. But for me, I think Vices has the most emotional connection for me because it's actually about my life, and it's a part of my life that I probably don't want to get into yet, but it definitely is a song that took a lot of digging to write. All right, next question.
Well, I got really serious for a second.
Yeah, I did.
Tell us about this EP and the story behind its name, Nightmares. Which song do you like the most and why?
Well, I guess we basically just answered
I
that.
just did a 2-banger on that one.
Okay, but Nightmares is about, it's like each song is a social nightmare, except Favorite Mistake. Favorite Mistake is not a nightmare.
I didn't know it was about love. I had no idea.
Favorite Mistake is actually not a nightmare, but every other song is like, it's like these things that haunt us. These things that don't let us sleep, the things that we're losing sleep about. It's actually a 2-part album.
Ooh.
You haven't heard the other half
Ooh.
yet.
If you were to describe your latest EP album in one particular word without using the word nightmares, how would you describe it?
One word. For
I would
the whole
I would
EP.
honestly say like insecurity, like even though that's one of the things in there, but because everything deals with that type of stuff.
I would say Human.
I'd say Vices.
Guess you could have named the EP any of the songs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Tell us about the experiences or emotions that went into the recording of Nightmares.
Well, I think everybody experienced some different feelings, but for me, like I said about Vices earlier, I think this EP took a lot of connecting with a lot of emotions that I don't think I really wanted to connect with. And it was this time where, it's like kind of like when actors get in the role to play what they're going to play. What's different about for us is I actually had to go back and think about the things that actually have plagued and haunted me in my entire life. Each song, I feel like I had to retell a story that I don't know if I was ready to tell. I don't know if I wanted to tell, but I knew that it had to be told. And so emotionally, like it was one of those things where you write it, and then I think I would be listening to the songs after we wrote it, like for like weeks, and kind of scared to let the world hear it.
Who are your musical influences or musical heroes? Which artists did you listen to when you were growing up?
Oh, let's just go down the line.
I listened to a lot of 90s rock. Stone Temple Pilots, Oasis, Nirvana.
I was pretty diverse in my music taste. So, I was listening to like Taking Back Sunday, to Usher, to Linkin Park, to Under Oath, my all-time favorite band.
Oh, that's my favorite band too.
Let's go, dude.
Same thing, really diverse. So Under Oath was my favorite band growing up. I listened to a lot of other stuff too. Like I like a lot of genres. I like old stuff like 80s music. I love like the sequencing and all like the keyboard stuff, synth rock. Then I love Linkin Park and Killers and I like a lot of indie stuff that if I name these bands, probably no one's ever even heard of. I like Coldplay. I do, and I like a bunch of hardcore stuff.
I grew up with a lot of diverse music also. Probably say heaviest influences, New World, John Mayer.
Oh yeah.
They used.
Alright, this is where I'm gonna change it.
Well, you like Porter? Oh, Porter Robinson's one of my. I love
Yeah,
that.
I love Porter Robinson too. I actually grew up listening to Hillsong because I grew up in like a Christian church. Like all that music is super inspiring to me, and like every time I hear something that we make that kind of sounds like, with like build-ups and stuff like that, like I really love that stuff. More influences are like Bring Me the Horizon because they're like so emotional, it's just like they really capture the emotion, and I want us to do that too.
What are you currently listening to? Do you want to cooperate with any of them?
Ooh.
You know what? I'm just gonna open up my Apple Music right now. I'll tell you what I've been listening to. I have been listening to Halsey, BB Rexa, Imagine Dragons, the old Norma Jean album, Linkin Park, that whole thing. Oh man.
Shawn Mendes.
Oh yeah? I've been listening to Paris,
Paramore.
Seven Lions,
After Laughter.
Yes.
Of Mice and Men, Beartooth,
Yeah.
Lecrae.
Lecrae's
Amazing. I would love to collaborate with
Jay-Z.
any of the people I listen to.
Let's see, latest, nothing more. Coin.
What was that, Creed?
Kind of actually.
Is that a
Yeah,
90s
these are
playlist?
my guilty pleasures actually that I'm telling you. Of Mice and Men, I like them. Bring Me the Horizon. Paris. I guess that we're all kind of listening to similar things.
Yeah, I like Galantis. I listen to
Oh, I
Galantis.
do too.
I listen to Lights.
I got Justin Bieber.
You got the Biebs.
Travis Scott.
Travis
The Neighborhood.
Oh,
Good band.
that's a good band.
Mac Miller. Young and Free. Issues, dude. Ooh, Issues.
So, last question of the night.
All right. For you, Enoch, you previously worked with a Korean band called Royal Pirates, and it seems like you are still in good touch with the members. Could you tell us the story about how you met each other and any fun memories while working with the band?
Wow, that's a deep question. I am in touch with them. James is one of my best friends. I love all of them, actually. You know what's funny is I think my mom and Moon's mom are friends, or they knew each other. But his mom gave Moon an old Burning Tree Project album. And James actually had a Burning Tree Project album too. Meeting wise, we met when I flew out to Korea to be a part of their campaign. Jay brought us all together, but I already knew James for a while. You know, it's rough because that's a rough question to answer because they're all fond memories. I think those guys are such amazing guys that when you live with a bunch of people for like a year, like it's like every memory counts. It's like family. I mean, it was a year of being on TV, a year of touring, a year of practicing, a year of no sleep. Every memory was fun. We made it to the last question. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you guys.
We love you guys. Make sure to check out our new EP Nightmares and add us on Instagram, FYKE Music.
Bye.
Yes.